Yo, what's poppin', Bagel Bros, and welcome back to another Patreon rant. If you want one of these for yourself, be sure to give me $10 on Patreon. This one comes from Funky Boy Haas, who says, kept forgetting to request this one, but make a tier list ranking every piece of media you've ranted about on your second channel. So, Neon made this tier list for me. And he knew I wasn't going to do it myself, and so we're just gonna start it right here. I'm gonna try and keep this short. These tier lists always go on forever, but I'll try. Last time I said barely anything about each entry, and it still took ages, so we'll see how long it ends up taking. Alright, so first of all, we have the Johnny Cash album. I should have probably committed the names to all the albums to memory before this, because it's been so long since I've listened to a lot of these. So this was one of the first albums that Redneck requested me to rant about, and it was perfectly fine. It was average. It was an okay country album. It's a bunch of covers that Johnny Cash did. I really like his voice, but other than that, I'm just not that into country. So I'm going to put this as like a solid C tier. Solid C tier. Both of the Cody Jinks albums, because I might as well get them out of the way. I don't remember either of them being particularly better than the others, and so I'm gonna just stick them over in D tier. I wouldn't say F tier. Will anything on this list be actually... Okay. I know something that will be F tier. So, A Defense of Asuka the video is called... The thumbnail says A Defense of Asuka, but the video is called, Is Asuka Really That... Oh, fuck, what was it called? Is Asuka Really That Awesome? Something like that. But anyway, it was Rufus's first video, which, by the way, there are a ton of... You know what? Let's just do all the Rufus videos in a row. Why not? So, Anime Rufus is a friend of mine, and he makes me rant about his videos a lot. And funnily enough, he's making me rant about his Ashita no Joe video this month. I haven't actually seen it yet, so I can't put this on the tier list. But anyway... Oh, I should mention, if I miss anything for this tier list, blame Neon, because he made it for me. Anyway, moving on, A Defense of Asuka it's a fairly good video, especially for a first. It's nothing crazy, it's got a lot of shitpost humor, and it is a decently enjoyable experience. Yes, I'm going to put someone's first YouTube video above every country album that I was forced to rant about. The Zetsubo Sensei video he did, I was not nearly as keen on. And so, I'm going to put this in probably C tier as well. The reason for it is just that I had trouble parsing what the point of the video was. It was sort of like, it was trying to recommend Zetsubo Sensei to people, or like the thesis of the video was that it was a forgotten anime, as it says on the thumbnail, but he also just spoils the ending of the manga, which seems really weird as like a recommendation video, which is what it read like to me, and so that's my main issue with the video. His Umi Neko video, I remember this one also being pretty good. You know what? Alright, so I changed all the tiers to numbers because I was having difficulty figuring out where to put everything. I would put this probably also at the 6 to 7 range. I think it's fair. It's a good video, but it's like nothing spectacular. You know what? I could probably put it in 8 to 9. This is another Anime Rufus video, and it's about this short film that he really likes, and the video has this sort of... It's attempting to go for this meditative sort of feel, but it just didn't really... I don't know, it just didn't really register with me. It didn't resonate with me as much as I would have liked. It didn't convince me that the show was going to be great. Like, don't get me wrong, it seems like a good short film. It seems like something I would enjoy, but I don't think the way he covered it was particularly convincing. So I'm gonna put that in 6 to 7. Still better than the Zetsubo Sensei video. All right, I believe that is every anime Rufus rant out of the way. My Chem, Black Parade, we're putting that in 8 to 9 tier. More like an 8, but I like that album a lot. I I need to re-listen to a lot of the songs, but there are some that I really like from it. Bonginator, Death Gorbong something. Intergalactic Death Bong of Gorepot. I finally remembered it. It's this album is ridiculous. I'm putting it in 6 to 7. It is so strange, so surreal. It is a it's an experimental heavy metal album with completely ludicrous lyrics. It is completely over the top and hilarious, and I love it for that. That being said, it's not something that I would actively want to go back to. So, it's like a one and done type of album, but I still really enjoyed that one and done experience. Def Leppard, I'm putting that in 4 to 5. I'm sorry, Neon. I just did not. The problem is that I tried listening to this while I was building a Geometry Dash level, and so I wasn't paying that much attention to it. Not nearly as much as I would have liked to. And so that is partially on me. But even still, it's just, I don't know, it's not my kind of music. I'm not that into music in general as well, so that is kind of a problem. Easy 10, dude. Easy 10. Okay, Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is like one of my favorite pieces of media ever. I want to rewatch it someday. My entire rant about it is nearly like 40 minutes long. I'm not even gonna go into all the myriad reasons it's good. Just watch that. I feel like I made my points clear in that. This would begin to go on too long if I got started on this, which, by the way, just to make it contiguous, I'm going to rank the Haruhi light novels right in a row, along with Disappearance. So the original is a 9. This one's more like, actually both of these are more like 6 to 7. The original novel, I feel like, is more on the verge of a 9 out of 10. And the reason why is because it is extremely, extremely thematically cohesive. I really like its message. It's essentially saying that the world... Right, so Haruhi is someone who is bored with the world, and... The thesis of the story is essentially, look, you don't need to be bored with the world because even if it's ordinary, there are still interesting people here. And it has a really good ending. I talked about all that in my rant. And then these two, they're more slice of lifey. And so they're not as good. This one's definitely a lot worse. It's more on like that... hold on, I mixed them up. It's more like a 6, and then this one's more like a 7. But even still, like... For the sake of this list, they're both in the same tier, but just, I'm letting that distinction be known. I'm going to put these two right next to each other. Fuck. I feel like I should remember this band name. It's on the tip of my tongue. This one, I actually still listen to some of the songs from this album, which makes it even more egregious that I'm blanking on the band name. But the album as a whole is probably like a 7 out of 10, but just so it can be distinguished from this album that I didn't like as much, I'm going to put it in 8 to 9, which I guess makes the numbers kind of inaccurate. Whatever. This album has some real bangers in it, and for being an album, which I don't really listen to that much, that's an impressive achievement. All right. So, oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. Horrors of Malformed Men, my most hated. Hold on. We're gonna make this... I'm changing the tiers a bit. Yeah. Okay, so, Daft Punk's little, album movie thing... I forget what it's called again, which is I'm feeling a bit self-conscious about once again, because I really liked it. I really did enjoy it. The songs aren't always my cup of tea, but I think the actual story it shows and the way it's told without any dialogue, the animation as well, like it's really good. I'm blanking on what it's called, which I feel bad about. All right. So, these ones, the MF Doom albums, I'm going to hate putting these where I'm going to put them. But it's just so not my type of music. And I almost want to say, like, I feel bad because I know he's a super well-respected artist. And I do respect what he does, but it's just nothing that I would ever listen to in a million years. I think this is about the best I can do for them. It just... Bo Burnham, Make Happy. This is an incredible comedy special. Anything that Bo Burnham does, both the Bo Burnham specials are going in here. They're both great. I love both of them. The songs are hilarious. Anything Bo Burnham does is just amazing on the spot. So don't even need to think about that. The Marilyn Manson albums. I didn't like one of these and really liked the other one. I believe this one, Mechanical Animals, the text is way too small to read, and so I'm pretty sure this is Mechanical Animals. I really liked that one. I still need to re-listen to a lot of the songs on it. I don't know why I'm taking so long, but they were really good. I was a huge fan of it. And then this one, I didn't like this one. I believe that's Mob Scene. All right, so these are the two Mindless Self-Indulgence albums. Once again, both of those are great. I loved both of those albums. They both have absolutely banging songs. I need to get back to them. And God, this tier is becoming absolutely filled because the Nine Inch Nails album was also super good, and this one is probably one of the best things in the tier. Oh God, I almost want to put it here once again, not even because it's a 10, but because it's just. Well, then again, the Bo Burnham stuff they're hard to compare, to be fair. I'm lumping in so many unrelated things, so it's a bit difficult. I'll go strictly by numbers, I guess. The System of a Down albums, I was not as into. They're fine. They were both, Sweet Pea and Mesmerize, I believe they are called. The songs are extremely short, extremely, they go in rapid bursts of energy. I think I would have more respect for his music if I listened to more of it, or just listened to the songs and let them grow on me, because I do believe they have the potential to grow on me. But as it stands, I thought they were just okay. Origami Angel, Something City, I believe the album was called. Another album in this tier. Look, there's been so many albums. Let's just move on. It's good, okay? Also, wait, no, I do have something to say. Origami Angel made the opening song of Pichow's Run and Bun video, which is an incredible piece of trivia, and that's like my favorite YouTube video. Anyway, what was this guy's name? It's way too small to read. I mean, I can try zooming in. John Prine, Sweet Revenge. So I believe this is one of the first albums that I ever ranted about. I believe this was along with Johnny Cash, but this one was not nearly as good. I did not like it. It's country. It's more country. It goes with the Cody Jinks stuff. Amazing Digital Circus. I really liked that first episode. I'm going 8 to 9 on that. I still haven't seen the other ones, but I will someday. TQ. It's not very good. It's just not funny. It's extremely... The dialogue is a million miles a minute, but literally so fast I can't read the subs fast enough. It is an actively uncomfortable viewing experience therein. And on top of that, once again, it's just not funny. So I think it belongs firmly in there. Car Seat Headrest, I remember that being a pretty decent album. Not super my cup of tea, but even still, I feel like if I listened to more of their stuff more often, I would be able to have a respect for it. More of a respect for how good it is. Because I do still think it's solidly made, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't listen to music that much, and so the fact that these are overwhelmingly albums is kind of an issue. The Wandering Cat by Minnie. I almost don't even want to rank this because the backstory to it is that a patron of mine, Minnie, gave me the first 2 chapters, I believe, of their book to read. And I read it, and I wasn't big on it, and I critiqued it, and that's why it feels weird. I mean, I guess I put Rufus's YouTube videos here, so why not? The problem is, once again, that I didn't like it very much, but I'm gonna put it in the 4 to 5 tier. It's about on that level. Like, for an amateur effort, it is, commendable, but at the same time, it's not anything stellar. And finally, Tsukihime. Funky Boy Haas. I know you know what's coming. Tsukihime is one of the worst things I have ever put myself through, and I did not get close to finishing it. The dialogue is so wastefully long, and the dialogue is so circular, and just nothing about this story. It could have been like 10%. What I consumed of it could have been 10% as long and be better for it. There is that much excess. It is the most boring dialogue on earth. I consumed maybe like 3 hours of it. It is not a good story. There is no reason to put yourself through this. It goes in the fuck you tier, because fuck you, Redneck, for making me read it. That's about it. See ya.